Hi everybody, welcome back to Sassy Stitchery and YonderWays. I know it's been a little while since we've had a video out here. That doesn't mean it's been a while since we've done videos. We've been doing a bunch of videos from Mabel Teague and some of our other online stuff that we've been doing, and we are getting all geared up for our soiree. So for those of you who are signed up for the soiree, thank you for doing that. I think it's going to be fantastic. We've got some great guests lined up, and we are continuing to bring more people into our guest chat, so we're excited about that. So we'll be sending out information about the soiree probably a week or so before the event. You won't have any pre-stitching. We'll send you things out that you can stitch during the soiree, so don't worry about pre-stitch. So we are open for appointments, and they need to be pre-scheduled appointments, and I want to talk to you about what that means for you. So you can send us an email. The best way to schedule an appointment is by email, and you can send that to sassyjackstitchery@gmail.com, and I'm looking for it. And you can even put appointment in the title, and that'll help me find it even more quickly. So I want to read you the rules. So you're going to see me kind of looking up in the corner. The rules, the guidelines is a better word for it. Please confirm your appointment by email or phone discussion. We may not get your message during this strange time, so please be sure to actually connect with one of us, and that's really important. There's a lot going on here with just a few people, and so we may not get through all the voicemails, so make sure that you actually talk to us to confirm that appointment, that day and the time. And the best way to do it really is by email, so give yourself a few days for me to see the email and get back to you with that. Please be on time for your appointment. We have a 45-minute window reserved. If you're late, your original appointment time will still be intact, as we may have other people scheduled after you. So what that means is that we've reserved a 45-minute window for you and a 15-minute window to kind of go through and clean things up if we need to. And so, we're really conscious about making sure that when you come in, you use hand sanitizer. Of course, you have to wear a mask. I'm going to go through the rest of the guidelines, but we want to make sure that we can kind of clean the areas for the next group of people coming in. We're just trying to be really careful, and I'm sure you guys all understand that. Bring a mask that covers both your nose and your mouth. We do require that you wear a mask during your visit, and we do not provide masks for you. So make sure that you've got something that pretty straightforward, covers your nose and your mouth. And if you're not able to wear a mask, then I'm afraid you're not able to come see us right now, and we would look forward to seeing you, after all this stuff is behind us. We certainly value everybody's business, but we have to be careful with our own folks and with our other customers. So please respect that and make sure you bring a mask and wear your mask. And this is one that's a little bit different for you. Limit your personal belongings to what you can keep with you or on your body, as we will not have a table for you to leave your purse or bag while you shop. And that's just another arm of making sure that we get all of our surfaces monitored and contained and cleaned. So if you need to bring a bag in, and I'm sure most of you will have a purse, make sure you can keep it with you. They're on your arm or across your body. We'll have some shopping baskets that we clean after every person that will be cleaned and waiting for you, and you can use that little shopping basket if you need to put stuff in there, your list or whatever. So don't be afraid to bring that, but try to avoid bringing a big giant bag that you have to sit down somewhere. We're going to ask you to leave that in your car. Maintain a safe social distance of 6 feet between yourself and your other members of your party and our staff. And so I know that's a little bit different to ask you to do that with the other people in your party, but while you're in the shop, if you can do that, we would really appreciate it. And there's going to be times where you're going to ask us for help, and we might have to get a little close, but let's try to avoid that as much as we can. Use the available hand sanitizer upon entry. You'll see the automatic touchless dispenser near the door. So right when you walk in our front door, we have a little hand sanitizer station. All you have to do is put your hand under it. You don't have to touch anything, and it's going to spit that stuff out for you. You can rub it all over your hands. And we do want you to do that when you come in the door. And I've had a couple people come and say, oh, I just did it in the car. Well, I still want you to do it when you come in our door, after you came through the door, because that means that, that moment from there forward until something else intervenes, your hands are pretty clean, which we appreciate that, because we want you to be able to touch the threads and the linen. So in order to everybody to feel good about that, we need you to do that after you come through our door. Please be prepared to pay with a credit card. we are not currently accepting cash. And so we would ask you to honor that. We have taken some cash, but we don't have change in our drawer because we're not taking cash technically. So, please just be prepared to pay with a credit card. That makes it easier for all of us, or a check if you want to do a check. Allow us to help you with fabrics and limit touching of other items to things you seriously hope to purchase. And so that doesn't mean that you can't touch anything, right? I mean, it's a needle workshop. We want you to be able to touch things. But, kind of be thoughtful about it, I guess is all I'm asking. We just don't want you walking in and just touching everything, which I love to touch things. It's really hard for me. And normally if you've been in this shop and I've been here, I've walked you around and I've said, hey, touch this silk, touch this linen, touch this thing. And because we're a tactile group of people, we need to touch. And so I'm not telling you not to touch anything, but please just be thoughtful about it. Touch the things that you really want to touch, that you need to touch, and that you're thinking about buying, so that we're not having to think about, okay, how do we, I don't even know how to, disinfect textiles except with UV light. So just be thoughtful about it is all I'm asking. And then, I just want to thank you for loving this shop, for loving all of our shops, for wanting to come back and shop with us, for keeping us alive as a business during this whole thing. It's been a struggle for every business, and every day I see more small businesses close down, and every day my heart hurts just a little bit more for it. One of our great shop friends is closing their shop, and that hurts my heart too. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate you putting up with all the difficulties that have came with this thing, whether it's from shipping to us, from our suppliers to us. It's just a crazy, unpredictable world right now. The one thing that's predictable right now is that it's unpredictable. And so I thank you for your patience. I thank you so much for, supporting this shop and all the other shops that you support. We really do need you to do that so that we all come out on the other side of this, and we appreciate you for it. So those are the guidelines. They are posted on our website. They're available here at the door. We try to get them emailed out when you make an appointment. We don't always get that done. So feel free to go out and look at the website, but we're trying to get them sent right back out to you when you email for an appointment. We can host up to 3 people. We're not going over 3 people at a time in the shop. Because there's usually 3 or 4 of us in here, and it gets to be kind of a small space. And we do all wear our mask when we're here, including the staff. So, please, just be conscious of how many people can come in here. And I would ask you too, I understand that some of you may be traveling with your partners. If they're not a stitcher, and this is really tough for me to say because it doesn't feel well-mannered from a southern perspective. If they are not stitchers, it would be best if they waited for you somewhere else, just because it's just one more touch point. And so, if they're stitchers or they're thinking about stitching, please bring them in. We'd love it, as long as they're within our, appointment window and people. But if they're not stitchers, if you're traveling with your partner and they're not a stitcher, it would be advantageous, I think, for all of us if you left them maybe at the cafe next door. There's some benches outside, or somewhere else that they can enjoy a little bit of free time while you're here, and we would really appreciate that. So I know this is strange, and it's strange for me to be saying all these things, and it doesn't feel like the way a southern person usually hosts everybody and welcomes everybody in, but these are strange times, and for us to remain open as a shop and continue to ship to you and keep our employees safe and keep all of you safe as you come through, these are the things that we have to do. So I appreciate it. Feel free to send me an email and ask me any questions, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.